Now they have a bit of a map advantage. Can they really keep this to 5 or 10 seats? That's the challenge. History says no, but Republicans are in better shape today than they were yesterday.
All right, and they can thank the Virginia Supreme Court for that. John King, thanks so much. Still ahead.
Ooh, Jake Tapper seemed pretty angry about that one. They could thank the Virginia Supreme Court for that one. Republicans are getting win after win after win, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I have this article from Axios, as a matter of fact. Title is 2026 Map Swings Back Toward Trump. Republican chances of keeping the House are surging as panicked Democrats scramble to offset back-to-back-to-back redistricting blows. So, yeah. And then you got some quotes from some Democrats with the F word, one House Democrat text, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, dollar store Obama. All options to overturn this shocking decision are, right? He's out here making threats, regretting that $65 million that they blew on the redistricting of Virginia. And here's the thing. They burned through $65 million, up to $70 million in Virginia when they already were losing in the fundraising battle. Okay. Some reports are Republicans are well ahead in fundraising, upwards of 7-1. 7-1. And Democrats just burned another $65 million when they're already losing 7-1, according to some reports, in the fundraising race. Now, once again, all of this means a hill of beans if we don't get out and vote. So make sure you get out and vote in the primaries, but then also in the upcoming midterms as well. Okay? All of this good news means absolutely nothing if you don't participate. Now, let's hop into what is recently happening, because we recently got some news that Democrats had a phone call and they are absolutely panicking behind closed doors. Check it out.
A leaked account of a call between Virginia House members and Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. Here's a part of it. Quote, the most dramatic idea they discussed, which would involve an unusual gambit to replace the entire state Supreme Court with a goal of reinstating their gerrymandered map, drew mixed reactions on the call. Oh boy, that leaked? So they can't even all agree on this. The desperate move. 7 justices sit on Virginia's Supreme Court with staggered terms stretching years into the future. Lowering the retirement age would force vacancies, opening the door to refill the bench. The headline for Fox News contributor Jonathan Turley's op-ed is this: angry left plots to purge Virginia's high court. He was on Fox last hour.
These radical ideas are nothing new, but I think the public needs to understand that many of these same voices have been saying publicly that they will pack the Supreme Court as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. They've all talked about that one. But you heard that there, instead of, taking their L on the chin and going on about their business, they're plotting ways in secret phone calls to overturn Virginia's Supreme Court, liberal Supreme Court, might I add. In the way that they figured out that they could possibly do it is by lowering the retirement age. So instead of having it be in the 70s, lowering it to, I believe it was 53, because I believe the youngest judge is 54. So if they lower it to 53, well, then they all are forced to retire. And so they could back the Supreme Court with whomever they would possibly like to push forth their redistricting agenda. New York Times, a private call reveals Democrats' desperation over tossing of map. A conversation involving House members from Virginia and the top House Democrat reflected the fury and desperation that has gripped the party after Friday's ruling in the state. So when these Democrats are out here portraying this ultimate poise, like they got it all figured out, they don't. They're panicking behind closed doors. And listen, if I were a Democrat, I would be too. Take a look at this map. 217 likely safe seats for Republicans. Remember, we only need 218. We're at 217. Democrats are at 207 likely safe seats with only 11 toss-ups. And guess what? Here's the kicker. Louisiana's new map isn't accounted for. Alabama's new map isn't accounted for. and neither is South Carolina's new map accounted for. Mississippi may redistrict as well. We shall see how that goes. I don't remember what Georgia's doing. I don't believe they're going to redistrict because of Governor Kemp. He's not really pushing for it. But yeah, Alabama. Speaking of Alabama, they just got a Supreme Court decision that just came down. It says Supreme Court invalidates Alabama's race-based House districts. 100% of Alabama's blue seats are racially drawn, and the Supreme Court 6-3 has nullified a previous court ruling that required them. Now Alabama is set to use a new House map for the midterms. The new map is likely to be a 6-1, but they should go for the gold and go 7-0. So there's that one right there. There's the extra one. All we need is one. That's all we need. We're already leading in the fundraising effort. So, I mean, we could very strategically, if not just dump money in every single one of these and try to win every single one, these races to come out on top, which I think that we should go for gold and try to win every single one of these, because we know there's still some rhinos in the party that are going to inevitably end up voting with these Democrats, okay, from time to time. So the bigger that gap, the better for us in the long run. But yeah, I mean, we're already at the finish line now. Of course, once again, we still got to show up and vote. This means a hill of beans if we don't show up and vote, okay? Because you know Democrats are going to show up in force. There's already some speculation on some things that they're working on, some long shots that they're working on outside of that, and maybe I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, 217, easy peasy. We are right there knocking on the door. One other strategy that Democrats are trying to implement is they have literally gone to the Supreme Court of the United States to ask them to help them with their redistricting effort in Virginia. Check it out.
There's a better chance of me sprouting wings and flying out of that window over there than the United States Supreme Court dealing with this in any way, because this is a state Supreme Court ruling on a state constitution. The U.S. Supreme Court doesn't deal with these kinds of things, number one. Number two, the freak out in Virginia has been so extreme. You even have Democrats over there who are saying they want to effectively politically decapitate the entire Virginia Supreme Court by putting an age limit of 54 so they can get rid of every existing justice and install people who will promise to rule a certain way on a certain case. You know, they went from, oh, this is just a temporary map thing, to let's burn down the entire Virginia Supreme Court in about 2 seconds over there in Virginia, which tells you all you need to know about just how power hungry and corrupt the Democrats are in Virginia. This is not going to work at the U.S. Supreme Court, and this whole project of maximum warfare by Hakeem Jeffries is completely blown up in their face.
I'm sorry, maximum warfare started by Donald Trump, who changed the rules in the middle of the game. We've got states right now that are canceling primaries that are already in play in order to try to fix the elections rules to help the Republican president because he asked them to. It's rich to hear that coming from you. It really is.
What is rich?
Rich is when people, say something that seems outrageous.
in Virginia,
Farcical.
you had Democrats in Virginia who broke the law and broke the state constitution to try to move a 6-5 fairly constructed map to a 10-1 farce. They got struck down by Democrats on their own Supreme Court, and now they want to decapitate an entire branch of government over it. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Scott Jennings is right. Scott Jennings is right. They want to get rid of a liberal Supreme Court in Virginia because they didn't rule in their favor. This is coming from the same party that loved the rule of law not very long ago when it was going after Uncle Trump. But now they're literally trying to get rid of it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Listen, I think we got a great shot, ladies and gentlemen. We have a great shot to go down in history as only the fourth time in the past 100 years to be a party in power that stays in power. Fourth time, okay? I believe the first time was in like the 30s. The second was like in the 90s. I believe the third was like in the early 2000s. And this could be the fourth time, only the fourth time in 100 years that this happens. And I think we got a great shot at it. We got a great shot at it, but make sure you guys get out and vote. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.